Welcome back, you sexy zombie mother lovers. This is Wise Ass back again with another episode of Horde based testing. Took a little deviation from the previous episodes with a materials test. If you want to go ahead and check those out, I will link them down below. This is going to kind of return back to the Horde based testing. Got some more feedback from people, so I got a lot more ideas. This particular base is one that I saw online. I watched a YouTube video, someone recommended this. Um, it's sort of a play on the floating base that I had done in my very first episode. So, if you'll recall, the floating base I had built was basically a block, a plate on top of it, and then I'm going to God mode here. If you rotate the plate, so it is there. And now, because of the way that the blocks are, it's basically a little spot that just kind of hovers, completely open. And the good thing about it is, if you look at a normal concrete block, oh my gosh, really? No nails. Normal concrete block, geez, hold on a sec, is 5,000 hit points. The plate is also 5,000 hit points. So even if a zombie were standing on it and beating on it, in the concrete world it is, it would be pretty sustainable because 5,000 hit points is a lot for them to go through. And if you upgrade it to the forged steel, it's 10,000. Now there is some argument on the video that I saw where users had called out that this plate, being the full block size, is a lot of surface area for a zombie to stand and beat on. Now, I guess the AI is essentially pretty smart when it comes to that. So this video that I saw, they recommended using let's see, I believe it was called Dome Middle. Yeah, the cube dome middle, which is basically just a little tiny corner triangle, pyramid, whatever you want to call it, in one of the corners of the entirety space. So the idea is, because if you look at the shadow box surrounding this, it takes up the whole block. You could put the small dome corner here, and if you go up one and then opposite, you've got the other one, and this space is completely passable, just like this one with the plates. Now, the other cool thing about it is this is also 5,000 health because it is concrete. And if you upgraded it to the forged steel, it would be 10,000. Now, I have not done it with the plates only because aesthetically this looks better with the basically two spaces in between, one brick, two bricks essentially. But with the dome, if you alternate the corners, much like this one here, and then one above it, now I've got a taller structure. And if you look, the stability, now pay no attention to the yellow because there's no domes around it, but where the dome is, it's a continuation of the full stability. Much like with the plates is continued, so is the dome, because it considers that whole block touching the next block, even though it's just this small portion that you can pass through. Now, obviously, as I've shown here, you can expand upon that and go relatively high, higher, essentially infinite, if you look at the physics stability, all the way up. Now I could keep placing that all the way up, and theoretically I should be able to build a tower of just these little tiny dots. Now the idea is, because they're not as obvious and the zombies aren't standing on them, they're not going to be attacked. so they're less likely to be attacked. And then the video I watched through one of the Horde nights, he actually showed it day 6,000, 7,000, something like that. And they basically just stood there. They occasionally they would hit it, but they weren't actively trying to break the block. And I believe maybe that is because the AI pathing doesn't register it as a large enough target. Not sure. I mean, I didn't develop the game, so I couldn't tell you there. But so what I did is initially I took the design that he made and essentially made a little base floating above. And what I wanted to do was put the traps. So I can't put blade traps down on the ground, obviously, because of the... Oh, you can. I guess you could. In between the blocks. I didn't realize that you could. Maybe you can. I'll have to test that. But I did put the electric fence, which hangs down one block, so as a zombie runs through, they will essentially hit the electric fence and be zapped, and theoretically should not attack the blocks. If I'm standing up in the shoot hole here, they'll basically try and get underneath me, and that's it. Now they may try and jump up, they may try and stand on each other, they may be able to get up on these blocks as well. It's going to be few and far between, I believe. But we'll try it. Obviously, the height of the fence is only going to work with walking zombies. Anything crawling, any dogs, the little jumper zombies, they're going to be underneath it. So what we can do here is try this. Let me set... give myself an SMG... some 9mm, and I'm going to go with the armor pier. I'll go with the high power. Get rid of this. And what we'll do, set time. Let's go day 70. The afternoon. So the thought process is by this design is you've got a little walkway here, run up, get in, close the door. I can shoot down below underneath, without really worrying about too much going on. Oh, here, actually we got a guy coming. Let's see. Now, let me do this here too. So these guys should... Yep, should be on. So, alright, so what I'm going to do is we'll try day 70. We'll see how well this works. See what they're doing, and we'll see if we can figure out. Let me check because... options, controls. I wanted to say P. Okay, P. So if I do a F7, oops. No. F5, P. Yeah, so that's me. How do I detach my fly camera? Let me check that again. Miscellaneous. Change camera left alt. Okay, so if I do 5P. Huh, no, I guess it's weird. I thought there was a way to do a third person camera. Alright, well, I'm not sure why that's not doing it, but that's alright. Let me check that again. Ah, num1. So if I do P, numpad 1. No, that's my player. Ah, alright, whatever. We'll worry about it later. So I'm going to go ahead and set the time to, what is it, 2200? So we'll go 2155. Got my things on there. See how well these guys do. Give myself some pipe bombs. Actually, I want to see something too. So if I do rocket frags. So let's see what they're doing. Clearly, they're just going to be taking damage from the fence. Yeah, I honestly don't think they're going to do anything. There's really nothing for them to attack. Well, now that was kind of cool. Now, why is she not getting... Is she too low? Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, so, I mean, this concept works really well. I don't know compared to the other design with the plates, this works out real well because now I can shoot down through the, so, you know, the pieces here. Clearly I'm able to just kill them in mass. Let's see. Zombies. Max alive 27, so it's spawning more. 24, 25, 26, so... Wow. Yeah. This, so the cool thing is they're not attacking anything. They're basically just sitting here, getting zapped by the power. Wow. I am impressed by this design. It's certainly an improvement over the first design I had. Again, I'll link that video down below. My first floating base video. And these fry grounds, yeah, these are nice. Holy cow. Now let me do something here. So if there was no... Yeah, if there was no powered electric fence, they're basically just sitting here. Doesn't look like they're actually swinging on anything. They're not attacking. They're trying to get to me. I can see them standing on each other. Maybe occasionally getting up on one of these blocks, but... Let's see how many number to spawn. 113. Take these guys out here. Now, the dogs, I believe, are not tall enough. Yeah, see, they're not going to get zapped, so they're going to kind of just follow me around. I do hear birds up above. Yeah, that is very interesting. Because they all just kind of accumulate. I don't think these are taking much damage. I'm using the frag rounds, so in my previous materials test video, the frag rounds didn't really do that much damage to the blocks. They're more for anti-personnel, anti-zombie. So I think this is a good test as well. Let's see, 17, 18. They should give me up to 27, right? Yeah, see, so it's spawning more. I don't know. Count 33. I got to go to 113. Most of that's probably because I'm day 70. Oh, that's weird. I'm not sure where that rocket went. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to skip ahead so we can take a look at this. Set time, day 71, 10 o'clock in the morning. Essentially, Horde Night's over, and we finish off the last of these guys. Okay, so this proved to be fairly... Yeah, so some of these blocks took a little bit of damage, and some of this might be, again, from the frag rounds. Which is entirely possible, but, I mean, this is very minimal, considering. None of these outer blocks took damage. Yeah, the wood did... These did a little bit. And again, this might be the splash damage from the frag rounds. But you know what? This design, I do really like this. I am surprised at the way this works. Again, so my design, and again I'll link back down to it. I keep referring to it with the pit design where it hovered. The plates were very similar setup, like this here. And I had it more on the side, so I had a plate here, which would actually concrete. So I had a plate that went like this. And then the opposite one was like that. And then this supported the base in the middle. Oops, get rid of this guy. Where's he at? I hear you there. Go away. Again, the only drawback to this design was it really only supported the outer edge of the base. So when it hovered like that, the stability of the blocks in the middle was not there. Now this way, because each of these little posts or dome corner things supports the one above it, the whole thing is supported. Obviously the ladder's not supported, and then these on the edge I added are not supported fully, but that's enough to hold the ladder and the fences. But I mean, you could certainly build it using a similar process where, like I did here, above ground. The problem is, if I wanted to be able to shoot through the building, I would basically have to remove the plate and then put, my barbed or iron bars, reducing the structural integrity and the stability of the stuff above it. At least this way, it gives you full stability, and if we look, my entire structure is pretty much stable. The stuff in the middle is not, again, because that's not supported as far as above this ground here. If I put like a pillar up or something, that should improve the stability, but for now, that functionality I think is good. But the fact that the overall structure is stable, and these little corner post things are not taking that much damage. Again, most of this might be the splash damage from the frag rockets. I'd have to double check, but this does look good. I do like this. I'm gonna go ahead and try expanding on this a bit. So I'm gonna end this one here. I appreciate you guys for coming by. If you're new here, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. I hope to help you out a little bit. Got any questions, comments, put them below. Reply to the Reddit post if that's where you saw this. If you're an existing subscriber, you're coming back. I appreciate you coming back, showing love and support. And hope you guys keep sticking around for more. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.